Hello. In this demo, we will showcase multi-cloud functionality for DocumentDB using the open source engine coupled with the Kubernetes operator for the database provisioned across Azure, AWS, and GCP Kubernetes clusters. You can see here on the plugin that the state of the system at the start is that Azure hosts the primary and it replicates to GCP and AWS. All three are using Kubernetes with our open source operator and database engine. There's one instance each for our replicas on AWS and GCP, while there are 3 instances on Azure. This setup ensures globally strong data consistency and local high availability. Using our VS Code extension for DocumentDB, we have on the left the 3 separate connections. Those each connect to the cluster individually on each cloud. But in our application, we use a global connection string, which points to the primary and automatically changes when a failover is triggered to point to the new primary region for the database. So right now, it'll point to AKS. But after we do our promotion later in the demo, that connection string will start pointing to AWS. We're inserting data into DocumentDB on AKS. But I'm pulling up the collection on GCP, and you'll be able to see the records are being replicated to GCP and also to AWS. With our global strong consistency setup, any database insert operation made to the primary will only return a successful response to the client if the ingest data has been acknowledged by both the primary and at least one remote replica. This ensures that if the primary goes down, all writes confirmed by DocumentDB can reliably be assumed to be safe with absolutely no data loss. I'm going to pause for a moment now to allow some of the inserts to propagate to our data collection through Prometheus and Grafana so that we can view the chart. Now that that's done, you can see all the writes on Azure here in green, and we can now promote AWS to be our new primary. The promotion that we're doing here is a managed promotion. So the primary on Azure is first demoted, writes are all committed, and then the AWS replica is promoted to be the new primary. A similar process is triggered when a regional failover occurs, wherein the replica is promoted after we lose access to the primary, and data loss would still be prevented by our global strong guarantee. Now, I'll let this run for a while as well so that we can see the failover in the Grafana charts. As you can see here, because it was a managed failover, all pending writes are committed on AKS, so you get that lower level, and then our writes start to increase on AWS as the failover is over, seen in green. As you can see, there was only a small blip for the failover and no application-side intervention was needed to restore availability on a different cloud. And there we have it. A globally distributed setup for DocumentDB across 3 clouds with a quick, fully managed failover and 0 data loss.